Welcome to the Tag Couch Podcast. I'm your host, Mitch. And as always, we have Mike.
Hello.
What's been going on, man?
Been playing Pokemans and painting. Doing yard work.
Always
Fun
slaving.
stuff.
Always slaving in the yards. I've just been playing Pokemon. And Megaman 64. Spent like 4 hours on that game the other day. That was really fun. I got like pretty fucking far too. Surprised. Way farther than we did back whenever we were like trying to do it for the show.
Yeah, that's why I was wondering why you were even playing it. Because I only have an interest in like the original Mega Man games. And then not even really that, because Metroid is better because you can shoot up.
You can shoot up in Mega Man 64.
Not in the original Mega Mans, I was saying, are the only ones I have interest in.
Oh,
like the
okay,
original
okay.
style. You like can't shoot up. You might be able to shoot down. And you can't crouch. So
Yeah,
you can slide.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I really like the aesthetic to that game. I was like, man, I really am playing a 64 game right now, but this is like dungeon crawler periods in it and fucking RPG elements to it. It's like a shooter and it's fucking like open world pretty much. It's like there's like a lot of shit to do in this fucking game. This is fun. Even some mini games. So
Nice.
I'm just gonna, I don't know, I've just been really wanting to play it, and like right now I really want to go play it. So it's been a good time. Also watched Chainsaw Man for the show. Did that in like 2 days. It was better the second time around. I loved it the first time, but it felt even better this time.
That's why I tell you to rewatch stuff, because sometimes it's better. Sometimes it's worse. Usually bad things are worse.
I just fucking love that show, man. It's like every episode is good. There's like not really any filler episodes in that. So it's a nice, just straight through thing where it's like, oh, let's next episode see this shit go down. You know?
The Naruto is weird. Like it has a lot of filler in it, but the filler is kind of essential to the whole story because it gives you so much background. Because the camera always has to be up Naruto's ass.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, everything's pretty much done and shown in the first 2 episodes, where it's like, here's how everything works, and here's how this dude became Chainsaw Man. And then it just goes forward from there.
Nice.
And it like, great pacing. I dig it. Never bored. But, that's it.
I think a lot of animes do that, like, just based off of, like, the structure of how shows work, where you have to have, like, a pilot. You know, you have to have a first issue, and if people give a shit about it, then you get more. So you have to, like, jam your premise in there, get people interested.
Yeah, I mean, it was like a fucking slammer whenever it first came out. It was, like, really big, like, manga, I guess. So, I mean,
It looks really good.
Yeah, did you start watching it yet?
Nah, I haven't got to, but I've always seen clips of it all over the place, and I've seen some lore stuff about like the devils and how they get their powers and shit, because it has like some relation to like One Punch Man and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's a devil that they have like caged up, and he's like, he can, if he shares his power with you, he can like, he'll like hide in this dude's right eye, and he's like, you get a peek into the future. So whenever he's like fighting somebody, he's like, he can just see just ahead to like help him out. But like nobody, including Chainsaw Man, is like, it's not like Goku or One Punch Man where they get their ass beat and like that's it. Like, and like main characters fucking die like all the time in the show, and people lose all the time. You know.
Yeah.
So it's like, keeps it interesting. But yeah, really good time watching that show.
That's why I really like Gundam, because it has like a back and forth, and like the heroes actually lose, and people die, and then like gives more tension to everything.
Yeah. The fucking future thing's hilarious too. Whenever he comes in the cage, he's just like, you see this giant eye like encroaching, and the light comes out, and it's just like this weird devil looking dude. It's like, the future is awesome. It's fucking awesome. Hey, stick your head in here, man, so I can see your future. It's like weird as fuck.
Stuff I seen was like about the Death Devil and like the Darkness Devil.
The Gun
like
Devil's like the Gun Devil's like the fucking big one in that show, because it's like like one day like 2.2 million people were just fucking blasted off of the earth from this thing or some shit like that, and then it just disappeared. So they're like trying to track it. That's like the big main goal, is to track him down, but you don't find that out till like, I don't know, maybe a third, maybe halfway through the show, and it's only 12 episodes. So it's like, yeah. So they like set it up for a season 2, but from what I hear, I don't know if we're gonna get a season 2 or like a movie. I've heard multiple rumors, so I have no idea.
There was this was it the website that I used to watch or read. It's not called manga because it's written by Koreans, so it has like some different name. But there's one called Home Sweet Home, and that got a live action on Netflix like out of nowhere.
That's funny.
Hive is another real good one. I don't know if it should have got one too, but it's real long.
That Yu Yu Hakusho live action didn't seem too bad. I
remember it being nice and colorful, at least.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't. Well, I mean, when I say not bad, I mean compared to all the other live action things we've gotten, like the Full Metal Alchemist thing. That was.
I forgot about that, dude. Me and Nathan got like real drunk and we found it, and like we seen that it was what's it? Edward was like a taller dude for some reason, and he was Asian. And I was like,
no.
Oh, there's a chance this could be really bad. Like, I took a little closer look at the outfit, and I was like, yeah, dude, that's like a Halloween costume. This is gonna be fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it did.
And then it was like really boring.
Yeah, it looked like a Halloween fucking costume, and like you got this tan Asian dude with like yellow blonde hair.
Yeah. Like a crayon.
Yeah. Or the One Piece live action was actually good. I watched all of that. Like nonstop. Nice. That shit was like really fucking good. I was very surprised.
Yeah, but me and Nathan were drunk and we started watching it and it was really boring. It's like it's about a chunk of the story, like the desert part of the story.
Yeah, and, the Full Metal one. That's what you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we put it in there was a mode for deaf or blind people where it gives you like the stage directions of people, and it was absolutely hilarious because like the actors couldn't act or emote, so like whatever the story, this like narrator came on, it was like, Edward enters the scene from the right side with a determined look on his face, and then exclaims.
That's stupid as fuck.
Oh, it's fucking hilarious.
You ready to talk about Megaman?
Hello.
Alright. Last episode was part 1. So go listen to that if you haven't heard it yet. We're kicking off going to Cinnawood City to go for the 5th gym badge. You have to surf down to it, and right by it is the Whirl Islands, which later you can go to and get Lugia, which I did. I'm playing Soulsilver, Mike's playing Heartgold, so he went to the Rainbow Tower and killed Ho-Oh like a bastard.
Okay. Komodo girls were like, oh, well, if that's the choice that you think you should make.
So did they met you over at that tower instead of the Whirl Islands?
Yeah.
Did you even go to the Whirl Islands?
Yeah.
Was there Lugia or no?
No.
Oh.
Well, I didn't waste too much time there. I just ended up popping out of the other caves and being like, what the fuck? So I ended up visiting all the islands.
Yeah, you have to stop and you have to go in at the northeasternmost island. That's how you have to enter to go where Lugia is. Anyway, you surf down to Cinewood City, and if you go to the left through this like wall and follow this path, in this version, not the original, they added back the Safari Zone, which is where I caught my Poliwhirl and a Magmar and all this other shit. It's actually a good Safari Zone, so that was pretty dope. My Poliwhirl stuck with me the whole rest of the way. What'd you think, Chuck, the fighting gym leader?
Well, see, I thought Chuck was number 6, so I ended up going back to the light tower, finding out that I had to fight Chuck first, and then going back to Chuck and fighting him, and then going back to Jasmine and doing all that shit, and then
I did the same thing.
she's like, oh, you need to go to the pharmacy back in the other cities, and then I had to go back and get the medicine and then come back.
Yeah, that's what I did. I just fought them back to back pretty much.
See, I was wondering how you like do this, because you said you were under level at the end. Do you fight like all the trainers that you possibly can?
I might miss one or two on a route, just because I'm trying to get somewhere. I can tell you that I most likely got underleveled by pretty much not fighting anybody on the Team Rocket thing that happens later on.
Okay.
I hardly fought anybody, so
it didn't help me out too much, truthfully. I was using a Slowpoke and a Sandslash for all of these gyms except for the last one. Yeah. And that was right after the Team Rocket stuff, so it didn't really help me too much.
So did you go in under leveled against Chuck?
Yeah, I was like 3 or 4 levels lower than all of the gym leaders whenever I beat them, and at the end I kind of just found out that Amperdos is just fucking master of the Elite Four and can kill like everything but like Bruno's team in one shot.
Yeah, my Ampharos didn't work like that. But he was also like 15 levels under. So, yeah, when I got to Lance.
42?
By the time I got to Lance, I was like 38, 39. Something like that. But how'd you fare against his Primeape and his Poliwrath, Chuck?
I remember his Primeape was wiping me for a while. Or like wiped too much of my team for me to be able to deal with the Poliwrath. But it's probably Flampy at that point in time. It fucking kicked his Poliwhirl's ass after a while.
My Togetic just fucking used extrasensory and destroyed them. Because of the psychic
I think
type.
that's how I beat his Primeape.
Nice. Poliwrath. I feel like I don't know. I know I used Togetic to kill one of them, but I might have just Fire Blasted one of them with Typhlosion, because my Typhlosion is like crazy. So, but yeah, his gym battle was like super quick. By the way, there are rematches you can do against the gym leaders in this version, and their fucking teams are very robust whenever you do that. Like, we went from having Primeape to Poliwrath with him, but if you do the rematch with him, all his Pokemon are like level 50, and then Poliwrath is level 60, and he has Medicham, Hitmonchan, Hitmonlee, Breloom, Primeape, and Poliwrath. With the lowest level being Hitmonchan being 52. And they just climb from there. So, yeah, and
And then you go over to Olivine City and you fight Jasmine, and this is where I have a gripe with this kind of shit. You introduce steel in this generation, and what do you give Jasmine? 2 Magnemites and a Steelix. Not even a Magneton. Just 2 Magnemites and a Steelix. Never mind Skarmory. Never mind fucking, like, any of the other fucking steel types. I mean, there's not many, but still. But, you will get...
There's actually a popular thing where people forgot that Skarmory was a second gen Pokemon because it's hardly used.
I love Skarmory. He used to be one of my favorite.
Awesome.
I just like his fucking design a lot. Fucking steel bird, bro. But if you do the rematch, you have a pretty insane team. Bronzong, Skarmory, Empoleon, Metagross, Magnezone, and Steelix. So
That's fun.
yeah, that's a bunch of steel nonsense right there. I didn't know Empoleon was steel, by the way. I thought he was just water ice, not water steel.
Yeah. From the 4th gen?
Yeah. Right? Pretty sure.
Yeah, it's water steel.
I always thought it was ice, water, or water, ice, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, was it? I had trouble with Chalk. Because I have, like, a gimmicky Pokemon. I always have, like, one gimmicky or, what's it called? Like, tricky type Pokemon. And his Primeape has inner focus, which means you, like, can't lower its accuracy or some shit. So my Sandslash was kind of useless.
You had a Sandslash?
Yeah.
That's random as fuck.
He's pretty good.
I always wondered if people
I ended up-
like actually mained him, if it was good, like if it would be a good Pokemon or not.
He has a high attack, and he has access to high moves that do high crit rates, like Slash and
Fisher?
was it Crusher Claw was one that I had, and it lowers defense on top of doing damage.
Oh, that's sweet. Yeah, Sandslash just seems to be like one of those forgotten Pokemon. I don't know, like nobody ever uses him. I love the design for him. I just wish he would be better. I don't know.
I thought he was fast, and I was just gonna do like sand attack like over and over again, and then, but he wasn't fast enough. There's so many Pokemon that outsped him that it just wasn't worth it.
That sucks. Did you have any trouble with Jasmine and Olivine?
I crushed Jasmine with fucking Quagsire.
I did it with Typhlosion. It's the steel, the fire type moves.
Yeah.
So it's just Fire Blast, Fire Blast, Fire Blast. Or Lava Plume. I think I used Lava Plume a bunch. Like that
Nice.
one.
I forget, probably Mudshot or whatever. I think I still have it. It lowers speed, and it's a ground move, which is strong against steel as well.
Nice. If Steelix is steel ground, so it can basically take on ground moves and anything else, just not fire. Essentially.
I don't think it's ground, is it?
Yeah,
Because then
steel
fire
ground.
wouldn't be very useful against. Fire wouldn't be as strong against it either.
Oh no, I fucking popped him. He was Dunzo real fast. Which is why it's kind of weird. Yeah, it says steel ground type. So I don't know.
Steelix probably doesn't have very much special defense thing.
No. I mean, Steelix looks like a badass Pokemon, but I've had one before, and it like gets killed very easily. It seems.
It's slow as fuck.
Yeah.
It's like the only time was when I was using Onyx. Like the only real useful thing it has is Screech because it harshly lowers defense.
Yeah, I mean, even then, was it useful or?
Yeah, you could set up against Pokemon with it. Like if something had okay defense or like high defense, or you were fighting a Geodude and they kept doing defense roll or whatever it's called, defense curl.
Yeah, defense curl.
Yeah, you can outpace it with Screech. So, and then you can pull in another Pokemon and then have it one hit where it wouldn't have one hit.
Which is weird that the giant fucking rock and steel basilisk can just screech.
Yeah.
Up next, we're going to Mahogany Town. This is where Pokemon games do the things that I hate doing, which is dumb Team Rocket shit. You gotta find like a secret fucking way to the basement of this house by shoving this fucking bookcase out of the way. I think Lance does it, doesn't he? Because Lance.
Yeah, Lance like. I think you have to fight the Gyarados or whatever, and then
you gotta go
Lance.
Yeah. Like
and then he like meets you at this random house. It's a gift shop, and he like breaks in. I thought this thing was like a confessional booth, but he just like walks up to this dude. He's like, "Out of my way!" and then fucking pushes this booth thing, and there's stairs, and he's like, "Oh, I didn't know. I thought it was inconspicuous."
And then he has his Dragonite fucking blast him against the wall.
Yeah.
It's like,
beam.
Call back to the fucking manga or whatever. Like whenever Lance is like actually a terrible fucking person.
I love Lance. He's awesome.
Well, he like destroys cities and shit with his Dragonite.
Nice.
But yeah, you have to go to Lake of Rage first. That's where the shiny red Gyarados is. It's like iconic. You have to stop it, catch it, whatever you want to do. Then you talk to Lance. Lance takes you down there, does everything like me just said. And then you gotta go through this fucking underground, quote-unquote, dungeon with all these switches and alarms and go through a maze and deal with Team Rocket. Then fight some electrodes to stop a generator, to stop the signal beam for making all the fucking people, or all the Pokemon at Lake of Rage go crazy. Just ridiculous shit. And then you can finally fight Price, the Mahogany Town gym leader. And he loves Ice-type Pokemon. How'd you fare against that? Probably pretty easy, I imagine.
No, I think I had a pretty hard time.
Lava Plume Fire Blast, Lava Plume Fire Blast. Typhlosion's pretty much just my gym killer. That's just pretty much what I used him as the entire time.
Yeah, that's what's so funny. Like the first Pokemon, if you pick Charmander, you were like fucked for a while.
Yeah.
And then this game, and what was it? Bulbasaur was the easiest one. And then this one, they fucking flip the switch and they're like, we're gonna make Chikorita completely useless.
Fuck you, I loved my Meganium, dude.
Dude, like, what is it? We got Flying Gym, we got a Bug Gym, we got an Ice Gym, there's a Poison Elite Four leader, there's a Psychic Elite Four. Like, if you pick Chikorita, you're fucked. Like, is there a Water Gym? No. So you got, like, no advantage whatsoever for having that starter, and you have a shit ton of disadvantage.
Yeah. The Pokemon he uses are Seal, Dugong, and Piloswine. I mean, Seal's water type. You could have made that Delibird. You could have put some other kind of ice fucking Pokemon in there. We're talking about gym leaders here. So, like, where's all the fucking ice shit, man? You know, they did that fucking thing again. Oh, we were talking about this before we started the show. You know, fucking coolest, well, one of the coolest fucking ghost Pokemon ever was introduced in Gen 2, which was Misdrevious. But instead, in Gen 4, they gave him Ghastly, Haunter, Gengar. You couldn't put a Misdrevious instead of one of those Haunters. You know?
You could, like, pick a type for a gym leader that doesn't have two fucking Pokemon evolution lines as well.
Right. Yeah. And there's, what is it? And if you go back to rematch him, here's a cool ice lineup. Frostlass, Glalie, Abomasnow, Dugong. We had to keep Dugong in there.
Yeah.
Walrein, and Mamoswine. I fucking love Mamoswine, dude. I
I
love.
didn't have a Lapras.
Yeah. See, that's what I mean. Like, you could have had Lapras instead of the Seal, bro. Like, you could make gym leaders feel like gym leaders. Like, these are important people that give you the rite of passage to go fight the hardest people ever. Why do they not have hardcore Pokemon? You know what I
I've
mean?
always had trouble with Dugong. Dugong fucking kicks the shit out of me. It would do Aurora Beam and either just straight up kill my Pokemon, or I would get it down low and then it would use Rest, and then it has Sleep Talk, and then it would just Aurora Beam me while it was sleeping.
That's lame.
Yeah.
I remember the fucking stupid sleep talk shit. Oh yeah, by the way, to get to Mahogany Town, you have to get through this thing called the Ice Passage, and you can catch ice Pokemon and shit in there. So, and you have to do ice puzzles, yay, for his gym and that place. So that's just like a useless waste of time. I hate
This
the old
was-
way that Pokemon set shit up, bro. I just kind of fucking hate it. You know?
I wish that a Pokemon game was just a straight fucking line,
That's
and you had like a route in between each city.
that's kind of where I'm
And
at.
then,
man.
Yeah, and then any side shit just comes directly off the line at the town that is first applicable.
Yeah, we don't need all this fucking horseshit.
Yeah.
It's just, I am on an adventure to catch Pokemon. You can do that in a straight line. Put grass there. It's fine.
It was like a fucking Metroidvania trying shit. I think I was watching a bunch of videos about Pokemon and shit lately, and they said that the Pokemon, why the levels in the gyms are so bad, like the 5 to 10 level difference, is like so that people could play them at whatever order they wanted to play them. And like, what is it, when you're fighting Claire, she has a level 41 Pokemon. The highest level wild Pokemon that you can encounter around her is 23. And that's the 8th gym. Like, that, I don't know. To me, like, having such low levels is just, like, lame.
Yeah, I get it. Did you, so you just had a trouble with Dugong, essentially?
Yeah, Dugong would kick my ass. Because I had to keep. I don't know if it was still Bayleaf at the time, but I had to keep it alive because it was the only thing that could kill the other two. But if it was out, it would just get Aurora beamed and killed.
Yeah, I really like the fucking rematch lineup. Like, Frostlass is such a badass Pokemon. And so is Abomasnow and Mamoswine. Mamoswine's just like an HP hog, though.
Used all 3 of those, I think.
What is it?
I've used all 3 of those.
I've only ever had I think I've had a Mamoswine. But other than that, I used Abomasnow a lot. Maybe Glalie.
Oh yeah, that thing's so weird looking.
Just a ball with horns. It's just a Mario enemy.
Just looks so pissed off.
Every time I've done like an Elite Four and there's a Frostlass, I'm like, oh god. And then
Frostlass is ridiculous.
And I'm like, yeah, cool, I killed it. And then they're like, hey, I have a second one. I forget which Pokemon game that was, and I was like, you fucking cunt. Damn it. I hate these fucking things because they don't die.
I love whenever you're fighting a ghost Pokemon that's faster than you, and you like get it down to 1 HP and it does Destiny Bond.
Yay! After that, you do another really annoying thing. You go to Blackthorn City, and you have to. What exactly do you have to do to get Claire? To get Claire to even fight you? I think it's.
You had to do the Team Rocket Tower thing. By the way, after the Team Rocket Tower, I switched. I finally got a moonstone from my mom, and which is the only way to get a moonstone is whenever your mom asks if you want to send money back to her to save it, she buys you items and you can randomly get a moonstone. So I got a moonstone and got Nidoking and replaced Slowpoke with Nidoking, and I replaced Sandslash with Magmar, because Magmar has Confusion Ray, which always hits, and then it has Smokescreen. So it basically did the same thing that Sandslash did on top of doing Confusion.
Hell yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah. You do the Team Rock Tower thing, and Claire's finally like, yeah, I'll fight you. And so you just go and do this dumb puzzle thing through the lava and this platform that you have to spin around in her gym. Go all the way up. Whenever you fight her, this is the only gym leader I had trouble with. Fuck that Kingdra, and fuck that one Dragonair. Ampharos and Typhlosion and a whole bunch of revives and my Poliwhirl. My Poliwhirl took every Pokemon's place that got hurt real bad or died and gave me time to revive and heal them and come back. Lineup, Dragonair, Gyarados, and Kingdra. Quit fucking putting Gyarados in Dragon teams. It's not fucking Dragon. It's not.
Yeah, it's Flying Dragon.
That's water flying.
Ooh.
Yeah, I hate it. It's like every time I see one. Oh, and my dumbass, I was like, why are these so fucking strong? I was like, oh, this is a Gen 2 remake. Dragon Pokemon were still fucking gods, and they super beef up Gyarados too in those first 2 gens. Because later on they make him like a pussy, kinda.
Gyarados is strong as piss, and he's got that Intimidate fucking ability.
Yeah. Fucking HP hog, strong as fuck. Dragonairs are actually pretty fucking, they're fast and they're strong. And the Kingdra, fuck that Kingdra, dude. Kingdra's a fucking badass Pokemon, and I never realized it until I fucking fought this girl.
Oh yeah. What is it? I would do. You said she had a Gyarados. She has a Gyarados, 2 Dragonairs, and a Kingdra.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would use Ampharos to do Discharge to Gyarados and kill it, and then I would Earthquake the 2 one of the Dragonair, and then kill me, and then I would get swiped. But then after leveling up, finally, my Ampharos has a static thing, so one of the Dragonairs got paralyzed, and Quagsire could come down and Earthquake and kill him. And then, like, I think I had to. I would use Magmar against Kingdra and have it, like, confuse it, and then try to smog it a few times, and then I would throw my starter out and have it poison it, and so it would be missing a bunch. And I tried to bait the Hydro Pump out for Quagsire because he has Water Absorb, but every time whenever I would switch Magmar out for Quagsire, it would do Dragon Pulse and kill me.
Yeah, that Dragon Pulse was pretty fucking annoying.
Yeah.
The rematch team, I also hate Dragonair, Gyarados, Aerodactyl, Charizard, Kingdra, Dragonite. 2 of those Pokemon. No, 3 of those Pokemon are not dragons. So, yeah. Was Charizard ever a dragon?
His Mega Evolution.
Oh, okay. Well, it's too late now, guys. We're 10 fucking gens in and 30 years deep. We can't change him now, but that Mega Evolution. There it is. That's our ticket.
Can't give him 3 times.
Yeah. I will mention that's all that we're covering are the original 8, and we're going to do the Elite 4. But I do want to say something about Brock's team in the rematch.
I love that team.
Yeah.
It's all fucking. It's mostly prehistoric Pokemon. It's fucking Golem, Relicanth, Omastar, Kabutops, Rampardos, and Onix. He just, I guess, has to have the iconic Onix, but I'm digging the prehistoric lineup, dude.
I talked about how grinding is exceptionally annoying because of Eradicate. They Eradicate like everywhere. Like later in the game, I was like, oh, I'm gonna go grind, and it's like, oh, there's a fucking Eradicate, and then there were Graveler out in the fucking grass. That was fun too. And then Zubat, because I tend to play at night a lot. So like it's terrible, dude. Fucking you get Zubat that confuses you, and it's like, okay, I didn't have what I think you need is a Pokemon that can do water attacks or something that's strong against stone or ground, and then something like confusion or something that takes down a Zubat. Like if you have a Pokemon that has both of those, that just sits in this front spot in the caves, and you just run through them and smash A.
Right. Other honorable mentions through the other 8 gym leaders and their cool rematch teams. Misty has a Milotic. Lieutenant Surge has an Electivire and a Magnezone. Erica has a Tangrowth, and everything else is pretty lame. Roserade, but that's, I don't know, I think that's pretty lame.
I used Roserade before, they're pretty cool.
Janine has a Crobat and a Toxicroak. Thought that was cool. I've always loved an Gyarados, but I don't like bug Pokemon. So,
yeah.
I just don't use them. Sabrina, just your basic psychic team. Blaine has a Camerupt, a Magmortar, and Houndoom, and a Torkoal. I kind of love all those Pokemon.
Yeah, that sounds like a fun fight.
Yeah, well, he also has a Rapidash and a Magcargo as well. I'm just naming like the cool Pokemon on that. Oh, you'll love Blue. Blue's rematch is a fucking Rhyperior. And a Tyranitar. And a Pidgeot. And a Machamp. And an Arcanine. And an Executor. I love that team. That sounds terrible.
So what do you think about the Elite Four?
Well, alright, let's get to that right here then. You have to do the classical Victory Road thing. You go back to your hometown, you get a Master Ball. That's when I went and caught Lugia, because I was like, man, I have a bunch of underleveled shit to go do this Elite Four thing. I'm gonna use Lugia. Didn't matter anyway, because I ran into Lance at the end. We'll talk about that. So your first Elite Four is Will, the Psychic type Pokemon dude. His team consists of Xatu, Jinx, Executor, Slowbro, and Xatu again. His rematch team: Brozong, Jinx, Grumpig, Slowbro, Gardevoir, Xatu. It's pretty boring. I smashed Will. He got fucking crushed by my top floating. He didn't stand a fucking chance. I was like, oh, I'm probably gonna fucking float through this. Went to Elite Four 2. Number 2, it would be Koga, poison type. He got his fucking dick ripped off with his shitty team. I love Fortress, but it is a bug Pokemon. It is also a steel Pokemon. Fire just annihilates that. His whole team got annihilated by fire. Gyarados.
My Magmar was my lowest, so.
Yeah, his lineups: Gyarados, Venomoth, Muck, Fortress, and Crobat. Crobat's probably the coolest one on the team. So, yeah, he got destroyed. How'd you do against these first 2 guys?
The Jinx I had a little trouble with. My Empress learned Signal Beam, so it could, with Discharge, it would get rid of both Zatus in one shot, and then it would one-shot Slowbro, and then with Signal Beam, it would one-shot Execute. or Executor, and then I tried throwing like so many Pokemon at Jinx, and it was faster than all my Pokemon, and it always had like the right move to counter them.
Yeah.
Like somehow, but it had. This is another fucking thing I really hate. It's so hard to get TMs in this game, and the shop has like 6, and
I think I owned
and
all of them and used all of them.
his entire team has Psychic. It's like, what the
Yes.
fuck is that about?
Well, they're all psychic types, so.
Yeah, but I mean, I can hardly get a TM, let alone a duplicate, and he's got 5 fucking Psychics.
He's an Elite Four member. They probably give that shit to him for free when he joined. They're like, here, have these 5 psychic TMs. I mean, you gotta represent, dog. But we're also gonna put you as number 1, so if you lose, I mean,
Oh, I beat the shit out of him. And Koga would give me lots of trouble. Because I couldn't use all of Ampardos's discharges on these Pokemon. Muck and Fortress specifically I would have problems with because
spikes.
What is it? Toxic spikes, yeah. And Magmar wasn't high enough level to one-shot him with Flamethrower. And then I would have Togetic out there. I was using this good combo where I have Yawn, Wish, and Charm, which wasn't useful for this. But, and then I'd have extra sensory. So I'd put it to sleep with Yawn, heal myself with Wish, and then just extra sensory. Every time he would use the full restore on it, which got rid of the full restore, which is good. But then, because I wasn't doing enough damage to it, eventually it would use explosion and just fucking kill me.
Nice. Yeah, no, I blew through him with the Typhlosion. We brought back a fan favorite since, they took Koga and was like, hey, you graduated. You're an Elite Four member now. They brought back Bruno again from the first one. His whole fighting and, all fighting and 1 rock and ground Pokemon. Hitmontop, Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan, Onix, and Machamp. I didn't, yeah, I'm not even going to mention the rematch team for Koga, stupid. Because that's those 2. Well, it's fucking Skunk Tank, Toxicroak, Swalot, Venomoth, Muck, and Crobat. Pretty boring team. Except for that Toxicroak.
Yeah.
I love that thing. Bruno's rematch team, a little different. Lucario, Hitmonchan, Machamp, Hariyama. Fuck that, dude. That thing probably kills somebody. Hitmonlee and Hitmontop. Blew right through him. Bruno was no match. Was no match for the Fire Blasts and Lava Plumes of Typhlosion.
I had some problems fighting.
How'd you have problems with fighting?
I'd use... Because I don't have any... What is it? Togetic? I don't know why I didn't use that against the first one.
Sorry about that. My Togetic did play a big part in this too with the extra sensory. My bad.
Because Monchan had Lightning Punch, or Thunder Punch, or whatever it's called. And that would... It would almost kill me, or it would do 1/3 almost, a little more than that, and leave me with a little bit of health, and then it would bullet punch me. So I would use what's that? What's the last four? Well, just the Chikorita thing. I would use that to beat Hitmonlee and Hitmontop, and it would use Reflect, and then Petal Dance and just kill him. And then Hitmonlee has Blaze Kick, so I would try to use Quagsar a few times. I think he ended up beating him. I would randomly take him out with like Nidoking or some shit like that. And then Onyx was annihilated by Quagsar, and Machamp was really hard for me.
Yeah, Machamp level 46. By the way,
The Machamp, or the Lucario and Machamp for the rematch are level 64 each.
Nice.
So that's fun. Yeah, no problem there. Karen, Elite Four, number 4, Dark type Pokemon. Got fucking Togetic was pretty much useless here, except for the Hyper Beam that it knew, and that was all Ampharos and Typhlosion here. I'm pretty sure. Lineup: Umbreon, Vileplume for some fucking reason, Murkrow, Gengar, Houndoom. Rematch lineup: Weavile, Spirit Tomb. I love that Pokemon. Honchkrow, Umbreon, Houndoom, and Absol. Which I did not know Absol was a dark type Pokemon. Yeah, no problem here, really. Just blast. I did use a fucking shitload of the PP, so I had to refill up on the PP here to go after Lance.
Do that with Ethers.
What's that?
How do you fill your PP back up with Ethers?
Ethers, yeah. I didn't have many, so I had to use it strategically. So basically used it all on Ampharos and fucking what's his name? Typhlosion.
Yeah, I used Ampharos, Signal Beam to kill Umbreon, Vileplume. I think I used Discharge to kill Gengar, and then same thing with Murkrow, and then Quagsar for Houndoom. But the last time I beat her, she switched out her Umbreon for Gengar, and then Destiny Bond Ampharos and killed it. So I had to use my underleveled team to beat the rest of her Pokemon, and I think Quagsar pretty much did all of it except for Vileplume.
What level is your Quagsire? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I watched the just wanted to make sure.
Whenever I beat the game, my level are Magmar is 43, Nidoking is 47, Magnium is 44, Togetic is 44, Quagar is 47, and Ampharos is 69.
Damn.
Well, dude, once I found out that I could one shot all of Will's team with my level 43, I just kept fucking head and brick wall fucking style fighting the Elite Four over and over and over again.
Yeah, so we'll talk about this. So you just fucking destroyed them pretty much then?
Oh yeah.
Okay. We move on to Champion Lance from the first game. Dragon type Pokemon. Let me introduce you to his team with 3 Pokemon that are not dragons. Gyarados, Aerodactyl, Charizard, Dragonite, Dragonite, Dragonite. There's no reason for that, I feel. I think, what was it? The first one, he also had a Gyarados and Aerodactyl. Isn't that the same lineup?
Yeah. Well,
minus the Charizard?
He might have had a Dragonair.
Yeah, he did have Dragonairs, I think. Yeah. But, and his rematch team, this is the one I couldn't wait to tell you about. Because, I'm sure you're going to have a fun time. Because you're probably going to go do this, aren't you? You're probably.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah, Salamence, Garchomp, Dragonite, Charizard, Altaria, Gyarados. And the Garchomp, the Salamence, they're both level 72. The Dragonite's level 75. The Charizard's 68. The Gyarados is 68. And Altaria's 73. I don't know why they gave, the highest level to Altaria, but I would figure they would have given it to Garchomp or something.
That's Dragonite 75.
Oh, okay. My bad. Misread that. Okay, Dragonite 75. But yeah, super fuck that team. That's a badass fuck team right there.
I know Cynthia had Garchomp, but I don't think she had a Salamence. No, she had Milotic.
Mm-hmm. I remember people talking about that Milotic like it was like the death of all Pokemon.
Yeah, dude, you can and Pearl and probably the remakes of Diamond and Pearl, you can rematch Cynthia like you can in here. And her last team is ridiculous.
What is it?
I can't tell you offhand, but I know Garchomp and Milotic are fucking absurd.
What levels are they?
About the same. 75.
Damn. Yeah, so I failed to beat Lance. I made it. I killed his Aerodactyl, his Gyarados, one of his Dragonites, and that was all the farther I made it because I wasn't level grinding because Chained Echoes DLC came out, and that's what I've been doing. I was like, I'm gonna have to level grind like a bastard. I'm gonna take the L. I'm gonna take the L on this. Fuck it. I made it to the end. It's fine. Sad, but
God.
Had to play Chained Echoes, man. Maybe one day. Maybe one day I'll come back and just, restart. Not restart, but grind it up just to do it. How'd you do against this?
Cynthia's team is Spiritomb, Roserade, Kiss, Lucario, Milotic.
You there? You cut out.
Oh, you can't. Can you hear me?
Yeah, alright. Do it again. What is it?
Cynthia's team is. God damn it. Spiritomb, Roserade, Togekiss, Lucario, Milotic, or Chomp.
Yeah, it's a nasty team.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good team. Dude, I love Spiritomb so much. It's just a floating purple orb with a face.
I have no idea how to deal with Spiritomb because it has no weakness and it has like all these crazy attacks.
Can't you just like use a normal type Pokemon?
Oh, I don't think so. I forgot what it has to deal with that, but I also don't use normal Pokemon.
Just put it up against a Snorlax and see what happens.
Snorlax is good. Snorlax, Kangaskhan,
Yeah.
Taurus.
I like Tauros as a Pokemon, but I've never used one.
Used to be really good. I don't know how good it is now.
I don't know. Did you have trouble with Lance?
Kind of. I knew that I could beat Lance if I did the potion, like use potions in between battle. Like instead of I would do this periodically throughout the game whenever I was doing my bash head off wall tactic of training. And how you do that is so that you don't lose any money. You spend all of your money at getting revives and hyper potions. And I was doing that in case I need help with the Elite Four. And I just used that, got my team all the way up. Ampharos pretty much discharged and killed everything. Yeah, I had to switch out for Charizard, which obviously I used Quagsar. And what's the other one?
What did you use to stand up against
Oh,
Dragonite? Just Ampharos?
I discharged, yeah. Discharge killed the Gyarados instantly. Took like 2 or 3 times to kill his Dragonites. I thought I was hallucinating first because I thought he had 5 Pokemon, and I was like, I thought I killed 2 Dragonites. Why is there another one?
Because there's 3. Which is.
And then Aerodactyl scared me because he's flying ground or whatever, so he's.
I don't understand the the rock typing when you have ground. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Aerodactyl is rock flying. That's like,
Rock flying.
yeah, it's like, I don't know. Why do you have a rock and a ground type? Why not just have one? Do we even get more rock Pokemon later on? Do they like do away with that
Not
typing?
sure. No. Cause, was it ground? I think, I always get ground and rock mixed up for like every. Ground is like super effective. It's like 4 times effective against, fire. And then rock, or ground can't hit flying Pokemon, but rock is really effective against them. And then like, ground is effective against steel, but rock isn't.
Whack. I don't like it.
Yeah, I always mix it up.
The big bad though, which we didn't do. It's the final battle, end game content. It's Pokemon Trainer Red, which essentially it's Ash. If you look at the Pokemon lineup, but he's from the first game apparently. In this game, in the original, the highest level thing he had was an 81 Pikachu, and I think all the rest of them were like 75 or some shit, 78. I don't know. But in this one, Pikachu level 88, Venusaur 84, Charizard 84, Blastoise 84, Lapras 80, Snorlax 82. And he's a fucking nasty motherfucker. If you do just fuck around with the type differences, I actually didn't have a terrible time fighting him back in the day on the original. It wasn't terrible, but it took a couple tries, that's for sure.
In the original, in both versions, Pikachu holds a light ball. And in the original version, light ball, I think it doubled. It might have. I think it only doubled electric. Yeah, it only doubled electric attacks. But in this version, light ball doubles all of Pikachu's attacks.
How do you know that it has that?
Because I was looking at the Celebi thing, and I always knew it had light ball because light ball is a specific Pikachu item. I thought it just made it faster, but I guess it doubles its attack.
So if you use Thief on the Pikachu, you can steal that item then? Ooh.
Oh, it's tricky.
Ooh. That'd be
And
such
use
a
your
move.
own Pikachu.
Yeah, I don't know, but I had some fucking gnarly ass Pokemon back in the day though. My final team though was for this whole podcast venture was Typhlosion, Ampharos, Sudowoodo, Togetic, Poliwhirl, and fuck. I don't remember what the other one was. Somebody that I probably
I know my
didn't use.
team.
Yeah, I missed one. Fuck you. I think it was just something random. Was it Noctowl? Nah, it wasn't Noctowl. I don't know. Poliwhirl was my fucking HM slave. So, I mean, once I switched him into that, I kind of like didn't pay attention to like the other random shit that I had. Oh, was it Poliswine? It was something fucking stupid and weak. Yeah, it was. It was something stupid and weak. That, like, didn't matter. So, it's whatever.
My, Ampardos had Static as its ability, and then Signal Beam, Power Gem, Discharge, Charge, Nidoking had Rivalry, which didn't come up very much somehow. But it had Strength, Avalanche, Earth Power, Shadow Claw.
Never mind, it wasn't something random useless. It was fucking Lugia. I forgot about that. Like, as soon as I got him, I went to the Elite Four, so, like, didn't register.
Then my Quagsire had Surf, Earthquake, Yawn, Mud Shot. I already told you what Togetic had, and Magmar. And the starter had Reflect, Synthesis, Paddle Dance and Light Screen.
Hell yeah. Yeah, you had a pretty nifty team there. Very diverse.
Yeah, they fucking Nidoking is ridiculous. I was like, oh, what's a cool TM that I have? Like, what, focus power? It could learn that. It could learn like almost every move that I thought about. Like, it getting Avalanche helped the shit out of me. Earth Power helped a little bit. Shadow Claw helped a lot against Bruno.
Yeah, it's a badass team. Now, since we're at the end here, I'm gonna bring up some gripes that I've had since I was a kid. I had the manual for the whole walkthrough back then, and I remember going to the final pages all the time, where there were these cool ass Pokemon that I never got. Maybe still never got, except for Mischievous. You cannot get Mischievous or Larvitar, which evolves into a Tyranitar, till like the end of the game. Why? Why do games do this? Where it's like, hey, this cool shit we know you want, you gotta wait clear to the end of the game when it doesn't even matter.
That was my biggest gripes about this game in general, is that
your stones.
Yeah. I was like, oh, I want to use a victory bell, and it's like, oh, you can't get a gas stone until like the end of the game.
Yeah.
And then like,
I wanted a Poliwrath, and you're like, yeah, bitch, you can't do that till like, you beat the Elite Four. I was like, oh, well, that's fucking retarded. So.
Yeah, guess what else you can't do?
We can't trade because we couldn't.
They have, yeah, but they have they actually have Togekiss in this game. I was like, oh, they don't have Togekiss. I didn't even think about it. But then I found out you could get Togekiss, and it's a egg Pokemon that you specifically get, and it's like, this supposedly important Pokemon. You don't get the shiny stone to evolve it in Togekiss until you get all 16 badges.
I didn't even know it evolved from a shiny stone. And I've had one before.
Yeah.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah, I had a Togekiss before. It had, Sky Attack or some fucking crazy flying move.
I still fucking despise from the very beginning that you have to trade Pokemon to fucking to get these. They're pay to win fucking Pokemon. It's bullshit, man. It's like, hey, you have to buy both of these versions if you want these Pokemon. You know what I mean?
Just want Gengar.
Or have a friend. Like, you have to be friends with people. You have to know somebody who is also far enough in the game to do that, mind you. So it's like, dude, I want a fucking Rhyperior. I want a fucking gang. I just want a gang. I want an Alakazam.
Steelix, Scissor.
Yeah, dude, and that's the thing. Back in the day, I had both versions. And I had all of those Pokemon. I even had a Politoed.
Nice.
Like, I had everything, dude. And, like, I had a Scissor, I had a Politoed, I had a Steelix.
Slowking.
I think I'm pretty sure I had a Slowking before. I don't know if did I get King? Yeah, I had a Kingdra at one point. Yeah, I'm pretty sure from Gen 1 to Gen 2, I've had every trade Pokemon. Oh, except Alakazam. I've had an Alakazam maybe once in Gen 1. Because
Alakazam's awesome.
I know. I always forget he exists, honestly, because he just never comes up.
Like a counterfeit Mewtwo.
Such a badass Pokemon. Fucking Machamp is probably the lamest. I love Golem. Never use him, but I've had one.
Machamp kicks ass. He has such high attack.
I was never a fan. Just like in general of that Pokemon line. It's like, hey, you wanna cuddle up and get muscular with me? My forearms. Like, no. No, I do not.
I haven't used the Nidoking in a while, but I've used and Nidoking is awesome. Usually I'd teach it Toxic, but as I said before, it's hard to get TMs in this game.
Yeah. I remember the original one having more, access. I don't know.
That's what I was wondering, if by the time you get to I forget what city it is that has the big market in the first one. But if by the time you get there, the ends are
Celadon.
actually all open to you.
Yeah. Fucking. And that's another thing. They introduced fucking Houndour and Houndoom, and you can't even fucking get one till, like, way later in the game. And Kanto, you know, the first region, the one where they aren't supposed to be at, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, dude, Houndoom's such a badass Pokemon. And
think
what's that?
One of the parts that Misdrevius spawns on is Mount Silver's places.
That's the only place. It's the only
That's
place.
fuck.
And it's a super fucking. It is I think it's like a 2% chance, 3% chance, something crazy like that. You can find Larvitars like all fucking day, but they're level 20. So to even have it evolve all the way, you have to level it up fucking 30 more levels when you're at endgame. So why even do it? It's like, give me access to everything, and so I can actually make a team that I fucking want. You know?
Doing a Nuzlocke on this game was super fucking annoying.
Oh, I bet. You're gonna fucking don't even try Nuzlocke in the next Pokemon game, because it ain't gonna happen, dude. I don't think you can.
Which one is it?
Well, I'm picking Coliseum for the next Pokemon game.
Oh,
But you already get a limited palette of 64 Pokemon. So,
yeah.
and you have to catch them from other trainers throughout the game, and then purify their hearts. Yeah.
Like, none of that sounds interesting to me.
Yeah, I mean, there's a
Like,
machine that like helps you do it all and everything. Like, it's not like super bad as it seems, or you can just fight with it and it will quickly purify, like within a couple battles. But
The things I care about are like access to TMs and access to different Pokemon, and then getting rid of HMs. Oh, I had this idea. Like, the HMs, except for like Fly, aren't really like too out there. And what if they were like just trainer skills? Because like I didn't like. I like they got rid of HMs, but I didn't like that you like summon a random Pokemon and it does your bidding. That just seems really weird.
yeah, that's how Sun and Moon is. That you get ride Pokemon. What if it was like a mini game where you whip your Pokemon until they learn how to fly? Or surf? An intensive surfing session?
Yeah, they just do that with like the bike and shit now, don't they?
What do you mean? Like,
I remember one where you like, instead of surfing, you like your bike had like.
oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that's what was that? That was Sword Shield, right? Where you like
Maybe.
your tires become paddles or some shit, and you're like,
Yeah.
yeah,
You have little floaties.
yeah. I think you're gonna like Coliseum though because you seem to just love making weird teams, which is something I try to do, but I just suck at. So it kind of forces you to kind of make do with what you got, kind of deal.
Yeah. See, my thing was after I lost the Nuzlocke, I was just like, well, which Pokemon
Which Pokemon have a what? You cut out.
haven't I used or don't need stones to evolve?
Yeah.
Because I used Gyarados last time. Execute, evolve. Needs a Leaf Stone. Never really interested in Studo Widow. I tried Slowpoke, but he's too slow, obviously. I really wanted to get Crobat, but
Trade. Is it trade?
That's Friendship at Night.
Friendship at Night. I mean, that would have been perfect for you since you only play at night.
Yeah. But I was like, Ampharos, fucking love that Pokemon, haven't got to use Nidoking, haven't got to use it in a while. I wanted to remember what Quagsar felt like. I even gave him my old name of my Quagsar. And Quagsar, fucking low tier fucking god right there.
Yeah, I remember Tales of your past Quagsire. pretty badass. And every time I fight that Pokemon, I never know what to do.
Yeah, there's like fire. It doesn't affect it, and it's resistant to. Yeah, lightning or electric doesn't affect it at all. So the only thing you have to worry about is grass Pokemon.
Huh. If I knew it was that. And that's the thing, I never keep a grass Pokemon on hand. Like, ever. Because they're all, the only grass Pokemon I ever find aren't even grass Pokemon. They're fucking bug Pokemon. That I think are grass Pokemon, and I catch them and I'm like, I don't even know why I bother anymore. I should know all you guys by face now because you're always here. You know? Like,
Yeah.
it's just like, I don't know, man. Grass Pokemon, their attacks just are like never it for me, and it never seems to be. I never seem to be in a situation where I need them unless I run into a specific Pokemon like Quagsire. You know?
Yeah. See, I always am a fan of Leech Seed, Poison Powder, Giga Drain, and then like Synthesis. Because you just fucking sap the shit out of people and then heal yourself.
See, that's like never been a thing for me because I'm just like, I just want you to die. Like now. Right now.
Well, the thing is that whenever you come up against a Pokemon that's a wall, like it's got good defensive abilities, that doesn't matter for poison because poison does, what's it? I think it's like a 16th of your health bar, and then Leech Seed also does that same thing, and then like whatever you actually use your attack, you heal your, and then you have Synthesize, which heals you halfway. You know, so you can outwall the wall damage to it. That's a consistent amount of damage. It's like if you how useful Dragon Rage is, I think it is, because it consistently does 40 damage.
Huh. Yeah, do you remember when playing the original Pokemon when somebody used Bubble Beam? The screen was extremely dramatic, and it's like,
yeah,
and it's like that did nothing to me.
like,
yeah, and it was just like encroaching across the screen to you, and you're just like, oh no, oh well, I lost 10 health. Okay, I don't even understand that. Is Aurora Beam's a water move, right?
I think it's an ice move.
Okay. So Bubble Beam's the water beam, Aurora Beam's the ice beam then? Well, but we have ice beam, so why would you have Aurora Beam?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Might be psychic.
I don't know. Sure. There's like a beam for everybody except for fire and electric Pokemon. Signal Beam's a bug move, right?
Yeah.
Here, what type?
Flamethrower, essentially. A beam move.
I guess, yeah. Yeah, Aurora Beam's an ice. Yeah. It has the chance to lower the target's attack stat by one stage and is usually distinctive, often depicting a rainbow-colored beam.
Yeah, I actually turned animations off.
I didn't even know you could do that.
Yeah.
So what happens? Just you like seize out and it just attacks and like damage goes away or health goes away or what?
Yeah. It's like you do this move. I think you might move forward a little bit.
No. Everything just looks like a tackle.
Pretty much.
That's funny. Alright, you ready to wrap her up and announce the next game? Who picked this game? Was it me or you?
Me.
You? Okay. Well, we want to get to our Steam games. We have like 5 of them. So I guess we could kick that off. Well, I'll kick it off with Moonglow Bay, so we can do some fishing. Fuck it. Nice, easy, relaxing, chill out kind of game after all that Pokemon fucking grinding and failed Nuzlocke running and failure to beat Lansing. So.
Ugly sweaters.
Ugly sweaters! Alright. Next episode, Chainsaw Man anime. Episode after that, Manglobe. Catch you guys later.
Adios, muchachos.